Welcome back to Banner Saga 30.
You know what? We'll leave you here. You'll be fine. I want you to move up in the order. Yes, welcome back as we try to figure out what in God's name we're doing.
Yes.
But
and as I try not to have everybody murdered.
actually, I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna bring you guys down. I want him on this level. There we go. That way, in case the enemies come from this side more. Yeah, they do. Who's got the
Check.
item? As soon as I can, I will. Alright, who's got the item? Is it you? No. Is it you? No. You? This guy's got it. Alright, well.
Wait, what's the item?
The item... Knockback on strength greater than 3. It's a horn. We have this one on the other party. I don't think we have it on this one.
Oh.
Either that or this is one that we could buy and just didn't. I remember looking at it. Like, I remember this ability. Alright. What is your skill again? Track becomes invisible next to an ally. Attacks ignore part of the target's armor. Alright. Well, we're gonna track. Ooh, ignore 9 armor? Yes, please. We'll rest, I guess, because we can't reach you. And he comes in. Nice. Alright. We're going to shatter your armor. At 4. And then... Oh, schmoop. Where did the bear come from? I don't remember him. They're gonna rest. Get some more willpower back. They gotta make their way toward us. Alright. And you... fire off a shot at Castaway and kill it. I shouldn't say fire off a shot at Castaway. Castaway herself will fire the shot. Alright. You're gonna take care of this bear.
I've never seen that movie, although I heard it's really good.
Not close enough, alright.
Did you ever see it?
I only know the memes of Wilson. That's about all I got. I'm assuming he's gonna stay invisible until I attack. Bring you forward. Alright. Oh, there's this guy now. He was not here before. Bear. Solid hit.
So, I was looking around online the other day.
That's always a great way to start a story.
And I came across clips of the children's show Yo Gabba Gabba.
Oh, it doesn't change.
Are you familiar with that?
I've heard of it. I've never actually watched it.
I know it comes from one of the people who made Homestar Runner. I think he was like some part of the writing staff.
Nice.
And to the best of my knowledge, from the clips I saw, they invite a celebrity on to dance with them. And they summoned Tony Hawk on one episode.
Cool. I don't really know if you can consider Tony a, Ooh! Ooh! That was a hard hit. I don't really know if you can really consider Tony a celebrity really anymore.
But this was like from, I think, like 5 years ago the show was on or something. But they're like, hey Tony, can you dance? And he's like, no, but I can skateboard. So he was doing the most mediocre, basic skateboard tricks, and they were losing their minds.
Oh my god, he did an ollie. Holy shit.
Oh my god, he did a 180 off a small ramp. Oh! And I was just like, dude, pull a 900. Come on. Their faces will melt if they think a 180 is amazing.
I mean, do you actually think that's what they believed was amazing?
No, I'm just speaking from the standpoint of the world they were in.
Okay. Oh boy.
Although I did hear somebody, Sammy, recently, maybe like, it could be 4 years ago at this point, I didn't really check recently, but somebody did pull a 1080, which is 3 complete turns.
Okay.
So, I'm just like, you need height and speed to like momentum yourself that quickly around.
And we got the item.
Woohoo! But I'm just saying, just watching some of those extreme sport people is so impressive.
Mm-hmm. I think we actually got this handled.
Yes.
I'm impressed, us.
I know you're not much of a sports guy, but like my top 3 sports I'll always find interest in is like football, some kind of skateboarding, and curling. Oh my god, I love curling.
I have never understood curling other than it's like some kind of shuffleboard.
It kind of is, but you need to put the balls, the pucks as close to the center of the ring as you can. But last Winter Olympics, I'm like, hell yes, curling! I want to watch this forever.
I just don't understand it. One left. I wish I could partake in your enjoyment of curling, but I just don't understand the sport well enough to even consider it interesting.
Well, you don't like sports to begin with.
Oh my god, the dog's been weird today. I don't know what is wrong with her. She's been barking a lot. For no particular reason. Oh, I could have gotten the kill. I could have gotten the kill if I'd used the lightning. I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
I also saw this one weird clip about this dog was positioned in such a way that it resembled a cat, and then the owner tapped on it. The dog got scared,
Yes.
jumped, and
Yes.
quote unquote turned into a dog.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have to repeat that. I was too busy enjoying the fact that Fulkin now can can level up.
There was this quote unquote cat that quote unquote turned into a dog.
So they put a corgi mask on it and said, "Look, it's a dog."
No, the dog was positioned in such a way that it half resembled a cat, so that when it jumped, it quote-unquote turned into a dog.
So it lied to us. Got it.
Clickbait title, come on.
A little bit. Yes, we know everyone's injured. I want to know what my renown count is. And I'd skip through this if it didn't... I'd love to skip through this, except it would skip how much renown we earn.
25. At least 25.
Exactly 25.
25!
Fighting through a forest is irksome at the best of times, nearly intolerable in these conditions. You break through miles of razor-edged boughs, gasping to catch your breath in the open air. On the hill ahead rises Ridgehorn. Finally. And then you died.
It doesn't seem to me that there's many random events this time around.
No,
Either
although I
that-
have heard that 3 is the shortest of all of the games. So I don't know if we're just going straight for the ending here or not.
Okay, because it seemed that 1's and 2's side events stood out a bit more, and maybe they're better integrated this time?
Well, you were also traveling across the entirety of the continent. Now you're at the final, like when this one starts, you're at basically the final points. The only ones traveling right now are Folka and the rest. You see him? Says Folka. Bulwark stands motionless far up on the hill, clearly watching the caravan. Now I know how it feels to be all those poor bastards who saw us coming.
Hard to know what he's thinking at this point.
Says Ollie.
Expecting us to do what he do, or the opposite. Crikey. Or expecting what we'd expect him to do.
Spar pipes up. Know what I do? Cook some food. Sleep. You bet he won't see that coming. Ollie scoffs.
Oh, you're just tired of walking, old man.
Folka blinks. Spar might be right. We'll make it look suspicious enough to throw him off. And everyone rests before Ridgehorn. I believe that's Ivor.
No lookout?
You ask. As they prepare the campfire, Folka shakes her head. Well, that's what makes it look like a trick. But do what you like. I won't stop you. I would say do the rest, personally, because if it lets us actually rest, it's worth it.
Yes. Rest.
Settle in with the ravens and sleep. You put your trust in Folka's hands and lay on the hard ground. Time passes slowly. Soft crunching catches your attention. You swear under your breath and grab your axe, but your hand finds empty air. In panic, you jump to your feet and scan the ground. No axe. Crunching gets louder, turns to thumping. Tree branches abandoned, cradled bundles of snow. Like a blood moon, Bellower suddenly storms out of the darkness in a gleaming red armor. There hangs your missing axe, jutting from a bleeding bundle in his arms. The ground shakes from his roar.
Oh, hell.
Poor Ivor.
Poor
Sleep Ivor? Alfred asks. She crouches over the fire, her strange shape fluttering in the firelight. The campsite is still, aside from the gentle crackle of firewood.
Just dreams.
Some people think dreams are omens. Those people are idiots. But they can certainly be a fine distraction from our troubles.
Not sort of my distraction.
I'm sorry if I dredged up old memories back at the God Zone, so to speak. There's more to that story. Would you like to tell me?
I think you should.
You've had one half already, how the Valka came forth during the Second War, with fire and fury to push sculptors to extinction. She gestures theatrically.
So I've heard.
Perception. Paint yourselves the hero. What the Valka really did was make their foes a promise. Abandon the war, and they'd share secret knowledge. The Valka taught them to write. They taught the stone singers to weave. And for the first time, the sculptors learned how to make more sculptors, to thrive. They kept their end of the bargain and remained hidden, at least until recently.
How do you know this?
They have their own history and carvings. I've read it on great black stones in their dark home, as their trusted guest. What I don't understand is why you trust these Valka. You stare into the fire, and it shows you old shapes. When you speak, it's almost as if to yourself.
When I killed Urase, when I returned to my kind with her head, Yingvar! They chanted. None has slain a Sunu before. They wanted to make me the king's kinder. I couldn't. They haunted me. Bellower. Raise. Which I do realize that's how it's properly pronounced. And that damn child. Every night. Like tonight. Maybe it sounds like nothing to have bad dreams, but it rubs you raw. It gets into your bones. So, I left Varl. I found a small town of men where nobody knew where I was, or who I was. Nobody called me Yingvar. Ivor. Never had dreams like that. In Skogar.
So, that's why you agreed to come with Juno and Ivan.
The truth is, Juno didn't ask me to join them. I asked her.
The flames continue to dance hypnotically.
On that bridge in Einertoft, I stood before Bellower. I could have moved, but I just held up my shield and waited for the end.
What's that? Ivor? The name snaps you out of your trance. You stand and stretch your legs. Your axe is where you left it, and the ravens are beginning to stir in their tents.
It's nothing.
Well, how injured is everyone? 3 days.
Rest, 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 rest.
Is that all 3 or is that only 2?
I think it was 3.
No, that is 3. Okay. Alright, let's see what Bercy has to say.
Dialogue!
Bercy tosses in his sleep until he finally huffs and gives up. He sees you're also awake and comes to sit nearby.
Trouble.
I forget who had him. I'll take it, though. I don't remember what the heck his voice was, so we're gonna go with something really stupid. I don't know how these damned ravens do it. I can't just pass out for a moment's notice. I told you it'd be stupid.
Are you not one of the ravens?
I can see how you might get that impression. I joined Bulwark at Borisgard because the Volca asked me to. And when that went wrong, I got roped into this like everyone else. Bercy wears a frown and leans on his axe handle.
So, Bercy, are you a mouse in a Varl costume?
He's like it's the Men in Black, where it's just like a robot and it's tiny little aliens piloting it on the inside.
Juno and Ivan asked for you personally?
Let's not turn this into something bigger than it is. I do work for money. The Menders pay well. I've got some history with them. That's it.
kind of history.
Can you tell I didn't want to talk about it? I did odd jobs, some worse than others. I asked for a lot of weird stuff. You know, like my voice. But I'm not one of them, if that's what you're wondering. I'm just trying to finish this and drink it off like every other job. Percy wears a frown and leans on his axe handle.
What do you think about this job?
If you mean the vodka, you'd be a fool to trust them. I've done some questionable stuff on their behalf, believe you me. And if you mean saving the world, I couldn't care less. What has the world ever done for me? I mean, look at me. Look at this voice. Listen to it. Doesn't make a damn lick of sense. These days, I'm just putting one foot in front of the other. There's still the tiniest sparkle of hope that I might profit from this somehow. Like maybe they can fix my voice.
Pretty bleak way to live.
Nothing left to lose. Nothing but sleep, anyway. I mean, come on. The voice. Really. Makes no goddamn sense.
So you work for yourself?
Never could get into that. Our bones in the hills. Stuff like the rest of you. Why should I care about the dredge? Or dying in battle? I'd rather have the means to do what I want. Live comfortably. Eat well. Turns out there's a lot of men out there that are thrilled to hire a Varl for some blood work. I mean, I go to a doctor, they take it out, and they're like, man, this is amazing stuff. So I thought I'd do that for a little while. Now it's a lifetime later, and I never got rich from it. Spent my whole life chasing the work of others while... Spent my whole life chasing work while others profited. One time, I traveled with a prince and his tax collector. Thought they were going to be my big payday. People just handed their money over, piled it right into a huge cart, because we told them they said they had to. Practically robbery. Eventually, the cart fell over a cliff and exploded into a shower of gold coins, never to be seen again. I never shed a tear over killing a man, but that, I cried like a lost baby bird. And believe me, with this voice, you almost couldn't tell the difference. It happened pretty damn close to this very spot, now that I think about it. Can't leave this darkness, though. It's probably all twisted up and dark as dog turds now, anyway. Maybe there's a moral here, but I'm not digging for it. Guess we just wait now.
Guess it's time to go.
You keep the rest of your thoughts to yourself. It'd be an awkward silence if you weren't both Varl. Looks like it's time to get going. You know, Ivor. You can tell he's debating whether or not to get something off his chest. When I worked for the Volca, one of the jobs they paid me to do was find you. You'd gone into hiding, and they wanted to know where.
Do I dare ask why?
Truth is, I don't know why. I don't ask questions. But I never found you. Although maybe if I had to guess, they were trying to look for that extra arm you lost. Maybe they wanted to grow you a new one. I have a feeling if I had, things would have ended up differently between us. So I'm glad I never sniffed around any small towns like Skoger, for example. Percy heaves with a pat on the shoulder, and you realize you'd never mentioned Skoger to him. Oh, he let you slide through his fingers. Well, we can do a quick level up, too, while we're here.
Yes.
We can put Ollie to level 10!
Yeah!
Alright, all his stuff is maxed. So we did pretty well with that lucky shot off of him. That did pretty nicely for us.
Yeah?
We could puncture... We could divert armor damage. We could regen or resist armor. We could... Do we want to go with a bonus crit chance?
Yes.
Do we want to put both in there?
Yes.
Or do we want to have him defy the odds and just not die? Maybe.
Defy. Defy.
Alright. Let's see. We can level up Folka. Which I think is probably a good idea. Alright, and then... what to put it into? Probably armor resist. I would think. Hunker down?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. What does her thing do? Because I think she just straight up absorbs damage. Character's shield absorbs all strength damage until it is destroyed. Okay, so maybe we want to put up her strength resistance instead if she's going to absorb strength damage.
Yes. Double that.
Alright. She's all set. No one else can really level up right now.
Okay. And next time on Banner Saga 3, we will be continuing the adventure.